There is a door in Ghana that has no handle on the inside. It was built that way on purpose, because the people who walk through it were never meant to come back.
This is the door of no return, and what happened behind it is one of the darkest chapters in human history. A chapter that Ghana, the African continent, and the world has never fully reckoned with. Today, we walk through it together.
Cape Coast Castle stands on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean on Ghana's central coast. From a distance, it almost looks beautiful. Washed walls, cannons facing the sea, the kind of architecture that speaks of old European confidence. But beneath those walls is a darkness that no amount of white paint will ever cover.
Originally built by Sweden in the 1650s, Cape Coast Castle passed through Danish and Dutch hands before the British took permanent control. In its early years, the trade was in gold, timber, and textiles. And then the demand changed. European merchants began seeking something more profitable than gold. They wanted people.
Us out! We can't take this anymore! Help us, please! We are being taken!
Right here in Ghana, the sand you walk on in Elmina that no ground should ever witness. And it still holds the echoes.
Beneath the castle's elegant facade are the dungeons. Step down into them today, and the first thing you notice is the smell. Hundreds of men were packed into chambers designed for a fraction of that number. The only ventilation came from small holes bored through stone walls, holes originally made for cannonball. Not for air, for war.
Disease spread without mercy. The women were kept in separate dungeons, directly beneath the quarters of the British governor who lived above. That governor chose a woman from those dungeons. She was brought upstairs. She resisted. She was chained to a cannonball in the open courtyard. The rings where those chains were fastened are still in those walls today.
This is not ancient mythology. This happened 200 years ago. For those who survived the dungeons, the day finally came. The door at the end of the passage was opened. Light flooded in for the first time in months, and through that door was the sea and the ships.
6 to 8 weeks on open water, bound for the Caribbean, for Brazil, for the cotton fields of America's deep south. If someone died, between 20% of those who boarded never arrived.
In 2019, something remarkable happened. Ghana's year of return, an invitation to come home. They walked into those dungeons. They stood in the darkness their ancestors had stood in, and they wept. The door of no return officially became the door of return. A symbol not of what was the truth first.
It is an open wound in the story of an entire people. Every Ghanaian should walk through those dungeons. Every child should know this history, not to be consumed by it, but to be strengthened by it. Because a people who do not know where they have been cannot possibly know where they are going.
The door of no return stands today as a reminder, not just of suffering, but of survival. Imagine what we can build in freedom. Cape Coast Castle is open to visitors today. Go. Stand in that darkness. Touch those walls. And if you are watching from the diaspora, the door is open. You can come back. This has been Sankofa, Ghana. Because in order to move forward, we must know where we have been.